So, hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Runde Genshin Impact. Wir sind immer noch in der wunderschönen Mirage, in dem, ja, kleinen Paradies in der Wüste, beziehungsweise in der Flasche. Tag 2 ist jetzt offiziell angebrochen. Und so wie es aussieht, verbringen wir heute das Abenteuer mit Eula und Collei.
Hey, Collei and Eula! Oh, Adia is here too!
Hallo.
It's the Traveler in Paimon. How are you? Did you rest well?
Meine Müdigkeit ist komplett verschwunden. Ja, ich wünschte es.
Yep, this is a comfortable place to rest. I guess that's one thing here that's better than the desert. But other than that, there's not much going for this place. Saying things like that isn't going to help, Adia. But it's the truth. The desert is full of terrible memories for me. Being there was like... yeah, like wading through thick mud. That's a weird way to put it. Actually, if you hadn't mentioned it, Paimon would have already forgotten that this domain is in the desert. I know what you mean. The air here isn't at all like the desert. It's very humid. Almost as if we're in the rainforest. It's a very familiar feeling for me.
Everyone looks well rested. If you're ready, we can start making our way to the jungle north of here.
Good luck, everyone! I'll be rooting for you.
Du kommst nicht mit?
Hold on. I said we, didn't I? No need to say goodbye, because you're coming too.
Huh? But wait, I'm just the mascot! You can't back out this time, Adia. The manager of the fairgrounds is waiting to see you. She said Adia is the only person who could help.
Jahrmarkt?
Yes, Collei and I discovered a fairgrounds in the forest.
The person in charge of it seems to be a Spontamod scholar. A scholar? But what's she doing there? Researching the forest ley lines? Oh, I wish there were ley lines here that I could ever study. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. I'd better come along then.
Okay, klingt ja total positiv. So, wann müssen wir? Norden. Da drüben. Ich glaube, da war ich tatsächlich noch gar nicht. Ich habe mich hier ein bisschen umgeguckt. Richtig komisch tatsächlich. Ich habe nicht gestern Kokomi noch gefunden. Hab da noch ein bisschen rumgesucht, ob ich die anderen Leute noch finde. Und ja, dann war sie einfach weg. Ich vermute mal, weil die Quest gestartet hat. Das ärgert mich jetzt schon ein bisschen, dass ich da jetzt dann den Dialog verpasst habe. Weil sie stand hier unten an der Straße und ich dachte so, oh, perfekt. Das kann man ja dann tun. Ich dachte, hier war ich kurz. Dann habe ich da unter dem Felsen hier befreit. Aber weiter war ich noch nicht. Den Weg hier hochgelaufen bin ich noch nicht. Mal gucken mal. Hier. Und du wartest jetzt hier einfach. Oh, nice. Ja, manche geben anscheinend nicht weiter Truhen oder gehören zu Rätseln. Manche geben dir einfach nur Karotten. Oder anderen Kram. Hier so Mora und so, was man auch in manchen Orten von Points of Interest findet. Kann man mal mitmachen, die sind immer schön auf dem Weg. Aber was würde ich jetzt für Yellern geben? Mit so einem schönen Splash-Attack. Ich finde es auch cool, dass die solche Zeitherausforderungen immer mit auf den Weg gegeben haben. Gerade mit dem Bogenschießen ist eigentlich ziemlich cool. So, perfekt. Da vorne ist noch was. Wieder Balance. Ist eigentlich cool, ist das Laufen nicht so stumpf, man kann actually noch was tun. Ich habe schon gemerkt, dass so zwischen den Schienen und alles die Completion echt mühselig ist. Und man immer wieder aussteigen muss. Und man muss dann wieder zurück zu den Bahnhof die ganze Strecke nochmal fahren. Ja, also ist schon ein bisschen aufwendig, gerade wenn man alles haben will. Oh, das kennen wir noch nicht. Was ist das? Nimm dir die Prachtfarbenlinse des Glanzlichtwerfers, um dem Licht seine Farbe zu verleihen. Sobald das Licht die korrekte Farbe auf das Glanzjuwel trifft, wird das Juwel aktiviert, wodurch Schatztruhen entsperrt und Vorrichtungen in Gang gesetzt werden. Ah, okay. Ah. Okay, das gibt's dann quasi immer vor. Ach ja, cool.
Alright, now we're talking.
Oh mein Gott, wie süß sind die denn? Oh, ich will sowas in meine Kanne stellen. Solche kleinen Statuen. Puppen oder so. Ist ja richtig cool. Die sehen voll cool aus. Vielleicht gibt's die dann noch. Das ist wahrscheinlich besagter Spandamat. Dude. Oh, danke für den Kohlkopf. Oh, okay, du bewegst dich, glaube ich, nicht weg.
The doctor will see you now.
Confess! Za!
Ist eingesammelt. Und Kiste. Müssen wir die dann
Now I just need
definitiv
to get
vielleicht
my
noch
hands on the
abhaken oder
rest.
so. Ach ja, ich habe jetzt ja ein bisschen gesammelt und ich kann jetzt hier so einen Schatzkompass, so eine Art, benutzen. Wo ich dann auch sehe, wo Truhen sind und alles. So, er hat offensichtlich eine Truhe für mich. Aber die sich gegenseitig jetzt gerade hopsen nehmen. Oh nein, der Arme. Oh, jetzt ist er wütend. Jetzt streiten sie. Oh nein.
Now I just need to get my hands on the rest.
Tja, Snitches mag eben keiner, ne? Wenn du eine Farbenprachtlinse in den Lichtkegel des Glanzlichtwerfers bringst, deren Farbe sich von dem des Lichtwerfers unterscheidet, dann wird diese Linse durch das andersfarbige Licht geschmolzen. Ah ja, guck, jetzt brauche ich hier gelb. Wenn ich das jetzt rein tue, dann wird das auch komplett gelb. Ey, ich habe das doch
No time to
mitgenommen.
lose.
Hier. Ach so. Ach, ich darf da nicht durchlaufen. Okay, ja, das meinen die wohl. Muss ich mich hier hinten hinstellen. Ah, ja, cool. Okay, da gibt es da wahrscheinlich auch noch mal
Now
krassere
I just need to
Rätsel.
get my hands on the rest.
So, da ist hier die Stoffkontaktlinse. Auch wieder mit blauen Haaren.
Finally, someone has arrived.
Und den leuchtblauen
Sorry
Augen.
to keep you waiting, Maimuna. We've brought Adia with us.
Thank you, Kale. It's been quite some time since I've seen you, Idia. To be honest, I didn't think you'd actually show up. If anything, I thought you'd be curled up somewhere crying alone.
Hey, you shouldn't be saying things like that.
Doesn't seem to be the first time Paimon's heard someone say that about Adia, though. You want to see me cry? Fine. I'll stop crying right here. No, please don't.
All right, I shouldn't have said that. Now, who are these two?
Also, ich bin Lillian Hawk.
And Paimon is Paimon. They're reliable helpers. Lucky for you that I found them. You'd better be more careful about how you speak to them, okay?
Of course. Good to meet you. You may call me Maimuna. For the sake of time, we should forego the usual pleasantries. Please follow me.
Okay, los geht's. Die bei Schildchen. Und den Spitzling brauche ich. Nein! Kann ich nicht ran. Das irgendwie ein bisschen schleifen lassen in letzter Zeit. Und,
No
naja.
time to lose.
Oh, wie cool. Ist hier wirklich wie so ein Jahrmarktgebäude. Weil es ist so leer und traurig. Ist hier auch gar keine Wassergeister so weit? Vielleicht kommen die noch.
Wow. Look at that huge tent. Amazing, isn't it? I helped make it. What fun would a fairground be without a tent, right? Really? Paimon knew you couldn't be so pathetic.
What is it, Kale?
Sorry. I'm not sure if I should tell you. I'm afraid it might dampen the mood.
That's not important. Please, just speak your mind.
Well, there are lots of vendor booths set up here, but there's no one running them. In fact, there's no one at this fair at all. It looks pretty deserted.
The truth is, this used to be an exciting and bustling place. But just a few days ago, something happened, and it seemed like...
Like, the world was suddenly flipped upside down?
Yes, exactly. Something fell from the central hub into the tent and knocked down the crystal light that was hanging at the top.
Oh, the crystal light.
Mm-hmm. I remember a certain someone said that we should have beautiful lights to celebrate at a fair, and made us that crystal light. But once the light fell, the tent became a complete mess and the Hydro Eidolons were trapped inside. Just when I was at my wit's end, a man from the Lawrence clan came and offered his assistance.
Wait, he offered to help you?
Yes, and he refused to listen to any of my warnings. He just walked straight into the tent and then...
Das ist bestimmt Julas Cousin.
And then?
Yeah, don't leave us hanging here! What happened?
And that's it. He became trapped inside along with the Hydro Eidolons.
Noch mehr Opfer.
Oh no, we have to do something! We can't just leave him there, Maimuna!
I know, but the situation inside might be more difficult than you think. You should mentally prepare yourselves.
Just talking about it is a waste of time. Since we're already here, let's go and scout out the situation ourselves.
All right, this way, please.
Achso, kann ich jetzt einfach reingehen. Bin ich mal gespannt, ne, dass man da sich so einfach einsperren kann in einem Zelt.
There used to be a large stage inside, but after everything got shaken up, it seems the very nature of the entire place was altered. The lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down, which makes repairs near impossible.
Wait, so you mean it's difficult to move around in there?
Yes, mainly because of the lights. Do any of you have experience being on stage? Once the stage lights turn on, everyone's attention is focused on you.
I can't stand that feeling. Having everyone's attention focused solely on me would just make me feel terrible.
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have everyone staring at you? Ugh. Just the thought of it makes me shudder.
Sounds like you have some things you haven't been able to let go of yet.
Please don't laugh. I'm trying my best to change that, but there are still some things I can't overcome. Like when there's a lot of people around, or when people are staring at me.
No, there's nothing funny about that. And you know what? It's not a bad thing to care when other people are looking. That's my opinion anyway. Think about it. Only people who have high standards for themselves would worry about failing to meet others' expectations. You have many good qualities, Kale. I bet if you had to learn dance since childhood like myself, then you'd be an even better dancer than me.
No way! That would be impossible.
I can relate. I know exactly how she feels.
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with me. And one day, you will become an outstanding dancer too. By that time, you'll be so focused on performing your beautiful moves that you'll no longer worry about an audience watching you.
Wow. Yula's so passionate about this that she's practically glowing now.
Ich will Julas Tanz sehen.
You wouldn't think I look stupid and secretly laugh at me, would you?
You really think I'm that kind of person? Fine. Vengeance will be mine.
Oh, no! Of course not. Alright, please teach me.
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again. Anyway, you just need to open the curtain and you'll be able to see the stage.
Okay, los geht's. Mensch, noch mehr Nachrichten. Ah. Oh, wie cool.
Wait, what's that thing in the middle there?
That's my crystal light. It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
Sie ist so hübsch. Ich habe sie auf einem meiner zweiten Accounts. Aber ist trotzdem toll. Ich will sie haben. Wir haben nur weißes Licht, ne? Damit wird jetzt ein Siegel weg. Ja, nice.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
Oh.
I condemn you!
Hat sie da? Oh ja, sie hat ihre Signature Weapon. Also Jula ist echt cool. Ich liebe es. Die kann richtig Damage machen. Vor allem Mika als Support, der ist ja auch in ihrem Banner drin. Und wir haben so lange drauf gewartet. Also bei uns hat gleich die ganze Truppe für Jula gezogen. Ich wollte die definitiv auf einen der Accounts haben. Jetzt hab ich sie. Sogar auf C1. Die kamen echt großzügig.
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Maimuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation at hand. We should probably head into the passageway that opened now.
Das erste Event ohne Sino.
Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help.
Das erste Event ohne Sino seit Sumeru, also seitdem er released wurde. Und trotzdem kriegen die seine Witze ab.
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you? Who has the audacity to utter my full name?
You sure don't look like you're in any condition to be talking like that.
Yep. He's a member of the Lawrence clan, all right. Even though he's hanging on by a thread, he still insists on clinging to meaningless etiquette.
You. What are you doing here? Huh. Have you come here to mock me, Eula?
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, now you're intentionally trying to provoke me? Of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally superior and need no help from others.
Yes, thanks for the reminder. I don't need help from the likes of you.
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was harsh, but he keeps glancing at you from the corner of his eyes. It's my opinion as the healer that he needs help.
Okay. He's been trapped for so long that it seems he's forgotten how to hold a decent conversation. How ridiculous. Let's go. We'll leave the stage to this person who'd rather save face than save his own life.
Hey, no, wait! Halt! You cannot just leave me here. We're both of the Lawrence bloodline, after all. Helping me when necessary certainly won't tarnish your prestige. If anything, my embarrassing predicament will be overshadowed by your virtuous deed. We must uphold the prestige and dignity of the family.
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be enough to talk me into helping you? You should be ashamed for your careless actions. It's because of you that we all had to come here.
Zwinkern.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way. They'll do anything to save face.
Also ich bin froh, dass Jula nicht so ist wie ihre Familie. Obwohl Jula das gesagt hat, ist sie hier, um zu helfen.
All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to step in. Here you go. One for Eula and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Ich will auch ein Bonbon.
Thanks.
Oh, the smell. It's just like the aroma I smelled coming from the lens.
Yes, that's right. Enjoying something sweet always lightens the mood.
Oh, thank you, Miss Mascot. I certainly do feel much better now.
So he's willing to thank someone else, but not me.
Eula has been worrying about you the past few days and asked me several times regarding how to find you. But now that you two have been reunited, I won't have to keep answering her questions anymore. Oh, I'm so happy.
Let me clarify one thing. I don't care what happens to him. If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then...
Eula will never admit that she actually cares about him. Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then at least give me another piece of candy.
Oh, sure. I still have more.
Sorry, I admit my mistake. I know I've caused heaps of trouble for all of you.
Why couldn't you have just said that earlier?
I'm back. Oh? Have you already finished catching up? Why are you all looking at me?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind us.
All right, then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light fixed. Ah, there's no need to push yourself in your condition, Lessig.
I'll take him and find some place for him to rest. I happen to be a little tired myself.
All right. I'll leave my cousin to you then. You'd better rest up and regain your strength before we settle things, Lessig.
Jula hat gesprochen. Ah, ist ja richtig cool, das Zelt. Und anscheinend sind nicht alle vom Lawrence-Clan scheiße. Ich meine, na, wir sollten es ja nicht wissen, wir kennen ja
Now,
Jula.
let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices.
Oh, look! There's a water droplet over there!
Ah, a hydroidolin. It must have been trapped in the curtain. But at least it seems to be okay.
Ach, cool. So, dann machen wir das und gehen wir zum anderen rüber. Oh Gott, jetzt wird es so über Mario-lastig. Hilfe. Okay. Ach, sehr cool. So. Mag die total. Die sind übel lustig. Darf ich da jetzt damit durchlaufen, weil es die gleiche Farbe ist? Ja. Oh Gott. Hilfe, Hilfe. Nein. Okay, wir sehen uns gleich oben nochmal. Ich muss mit Charme zugeben, dass es wesentlich länger gedauert hat, als ich dachte, hier rüber zu kommen, weil ich dachte, ich musste irgendwie dann hochklettern und keine Ahnung, ich bin die ganze Zeit runtergefallen und ich musste durch das Gemälde gehen. Ich habe da nicht aufgepasst, wo ich rausgekommen bin. Ich habe es jetzt einfach nochmal probiert aus Verzweiflung.
And
Ja.
Paimon thought it looked big from the outside. This place is massive!
It is a magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before?
Ja, die Teekanne ist doch genauso ein Ort.
Yes, don't worry. We're almost to the top of the tent. The last thing we need to do is raise the crystal light to the very top of the tent. After the stage collapsed, I realized that having it raised only halfway makes it look a lot like the stage at the Grand Bazaar. Have any of you visited the Grand Bazaar before?
No, I haven't.
I have. I've gone there a few times with Master Tainari. The place is bustling with all kinds of vendors. And if you're lucky, you can see Nilou perform her dance.
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself. If only it were on the way back, then we could stop there.
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not. I would be happy to take you whenever you have time, Eula.
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
Sieht so, als würde Lisas Wunsch wahr werden. Lisa hat ja auch einen Sumeru-Skin bekommen. Und da hat sie irgendwann mal gesagt, dass sie, was es wohl brauchen würde, um Eula dazu zu bringen, Nilous Tanz zu tanzen. Wir waren.
Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've already been there more times than Paimon can remember.
Really? My father used to help with festivities at the Grand Bazaar and would always give me candy during the events. I was just a kid and didn't understand anything. I was happy as long as he gave me some candy. To me, fairs and festivals were the best things ever. I always thought my father was amazing and wanted to be just like him when I grew up.
But aren't you a scholar in the academia, Maimuna? As far as I know, scholars seldom could spend time doing anything but research. I doubt you could have time to assist your father in preparing festivities.
Yeah, seems you read me like a book. When I had the choice between becoming who I wanted to be and who my parents wanted me to be, I ended up choosing the latter. But I was never happy about it.
Huh. That's almost the exact opposite of Eula's situation.
You must have already realized that. Why else would you set up all the booths here and make this place like a fairgrounds?
Yes, but I'm still not as happy as I imagined I would be. I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are two completely different things. The main reason my childhood was so fun and carefree is because my family worked hard. But my father knew how difficult and tiring running a fair could be, so he wanted to push me towards academics. But in the end, I didn't do well in either. I gave up on myself and resorted to investigating ley lines in the desert. Some things happened, and then I accidentally ended up here. I finally had a chance to make my wish of running a fair come true. But after seeing everything come crashing down, I feel like I've lost the strength to go on.
It's not as bad as you make it out to be, Maimuna. No need to feel so down. You have the courage to change, and you've been actively guiding us on this journey. Someone who's given up on themselves could never do these things. Oh, Kale.
I understand my situation better than anyone. You don't need to try to comfort me.
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. It's just that people sometimes don't realize that their actions speak louder than words. Believe me, this is something that I learned from my time together with Eula.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing. Now, let's get that crystal light fixed.
All right.
Ja, gut. Aber ich verstehe, was Corday sagen wollte. Ich mochte Eula am Anfang tatsächlich überhaupt nicht, weil sie so war, wie sie war. Muss ich wirklich sagen. Ja, das hatten wir schon mit dem andersfarbigen nicht. Drehen.
The colored pieces of the bolt have melted.
Yes, the lens is made of materials that are easily melted by light.
Is it me or do I smell something sweet here?
Wahrscheinlich so Zuckerglas.
Yep.
Hindernisparcours. ja, einfach mal so stehen bleiben und in sie reinspringen, klar. Oh nein! Hier, guck! Oh, wie cool ist das denn?
Good. That should do it.
So, haben wir den Jahrmarkt jetzt zumindest grob repariert? Oh, wie schön. Ja, oh, das war cool. Alles schon viel fröhlicher aus.
Hey, Edea! We're back!
Oh, I was starting to wonder what was taking you so long. But don't worry, Lessig is recovering well. I'm pretty good at taking care of people. Seems I found another good thing about myself.
I don't know if I should be worried for him or happy for her.
The shadow. It's massive. Wait. The shadow just now. It's.
Seems he still might need a little more time to recover. Tell me, did everything go well for you all?
Of course. With a team like the Traveler, Paimon, Kale, and Eula, they're at least 40 times more reliable than you ever were.
Only 40 times more reliable? That means I'm still pretty good then.
Well,
I guess it's impossible to feel like you've lost once you've already given up. I'm a little concerned about how comfortable you are with that.
Huh? What has happened? How did I get outside of the tent? Ah, that's right. I remember meeting Eula, and then. My head.
Oh, you're awake now. Don't worry, that's just a side effect of your treatment, Lessig.
I'm afraid I still feel a little disoriented.
Treatment? Wie hat sie ihn denn behandelt?
Lessig Lawrence.
Oh, it's you, Eula. All right, I'll do it. I'll come back to Mondstadt with you and abandon my wild efforts to restore the Lawrence clan.
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of heart. In that case, maybe you'll be able to explain everything in detail for us now.
I admit it, yes. I came here in hopes of finding a way to restore the Lawrence clan to its former glory. But it was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. I passed through Liyue and Sumeru. There was even a time when I lost my wallet and had to live in the wild. But the peculiar thing is, I realized that nobody knew me out there. And not a single person even cared about the Lawrence clan. You and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act like nobles, but outside the walls of our home, the people of Mondstadt despised us. Such pompous, hateful, and stubborn teaching. It all culminated to making us cling to the old aristocratic dogma in an attempt to maintain our pride. It's like a never-ending game of tug-of-war, but it is meaningless. You understand. Or I should say, you have already long understood. But I'm afraid that I have only just realized this.
Paimon sorta understands what Lessig is saying.
Everything he said is true. Your family is probably unaware that you've already changed how you see things.
Yes, this has all happened recently. After coming to this domain, I realized the Mondstadt that I want is one where not everyone fears me. All that I and many other members of the Lawrence clan long for is a place where we can live peacefully with others.
Lessig, both you and I never had anything to do with the glory of the Lawrence clan. That is all in the past. We are just ordinary people.
I originally planned on returning to Mondstadt after taking care of things here. I never thought you would come here. I was completely shocked, which is why I reacted like I did. I'm sorry.
See, people can always make different choices, and it seems that Lessig has also chosen to become someone he truly wants to be.
Yes, about that. I'm afraid I haven't quite found my own purpose in life yet.
That's all right. Being able to clearly choose between becoming who you want to be and who your parents wanted you to be is already a step in the right direction. How to find true happiness is probably one of the most difficult research topics of all.
I have a suggestion for you, Lessig. Why don't you return to Mondstadt and tell your parents what you just told us?
They'll probably try to tear me limb from limb. But what about you? Did you ever tell your family about what you think?
This is something that I've been thinking about, too. Perhaps the two of us can sit down with the rest of the clan and discuss it with them. The Lawrence clan is just like this stage. It was once home to glorious performances, but those days are now long gone. And it is time for the stage to be updated.
She's so solid and tough, but also clear and open, like an ice cube. Is that why she's able to dance anytime and anywhere she wishes?
Are you all done talking now?
Yes, I think so. By the way, that is for you. Please take it. I found it on Lessig earlier.
Ah, ist das ein Part für die Narbe?
Oh, it's one of the missing components! Wait, so you had it all this time? Why didn't you give it to me earlier?
Well, you didn't ask. All right, I admit it. I forgot about it.
Okay, we'll let the Traveler hold on to it for now.
Wait, this looks like... It looks pretty familiar. Have we seen one of these before?
Ja, stimmt. Das ist eine Bonbonschachtel vom Samsara.
Ah, right!
Also
I
Sub-Zeros
also
Fest.
bought a similar box at the last festival.
Yes, people often use this kind of box for candy at festivals. This was one of the materials originally used to create the tent. But now that the tent has been repaired, we no longer need it. Eating the candy from the box as an adult will never be as delicious as it was when you were a kid. But if you really think about it, there are way more things you can eat as an adult.
Ah, so when it comes down to it, eating candy is sort of like life. It's just another choice.
Ja, sowieso.
So, as of now, we've already collected 3 of the missing components. Only 1 more to go. I'm sorry that repairing the tent took so much of everyone's time. You should all head back and have a rest. I'll lead the way.
Ja, gut. Da hat sich das doch schon mal gut geklärt. Bin auf jeden Fall auch sehr froh. Oh.
La la la.
Ja. Krieg ich die Truhe? Muss ich nur mehr Tröpfchen retten? Wahrscheinlich. Ah. Müssen wir mal hier mal gucken. Ah, ich wollte sowieso sagen, dass das, ja, jetzt fürs erste Jahr mal reicht. Wir haben jetzt gut was abgeschlossen. Oh, jetzt sind auch hier richtig viele Tröpfchen. Ach, wie cool. Süß.
La la la.
Und dann hätte ich gesagt, wir schauen dann beim nächsten Mal weiter. Dann gehen wir zurück zum Silberflaschenhof. Und ja, ich weiß nicht, Kokomi, Kaya und Klee sind ja noch irgendwo unterwegs. Dass wir uns mit denen da mal zusammentun, weil ich glaube, das dürfte so ziemlich das letzte Teil gewesen sein, ne? Hieß es nicht irgendwas von 3 Teilen? Auf jeden Fall wird dann definitiv ein neues Gebiet freigeschalten mit der Narbe. Das war ja das letzte Mal auch so. Und ich bin sehr gespannt. In dem Sinne, vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und bye bye.